going to be Alok or Souvlaki Zeitgeist. Yeah, everybody at home, don't forget to take a look at those tickets. The World Cup is going to be fantastic. But now we need to finish the qualifier. Who is going to go through, Alok or Souvlaki Zeitgeist? Now is the time to find out.
Shall we?
I think we can. I think we are just good to go. If you want to get this one going, make it rain.
Well, that hits home now. That hits home. Round one. Round one. I'm just so excited right now, man. I love this game. This is such a fun game.
I've grown to really love it. Love watching this competitive side of it. It's something that I've not had been in touch with before or seen. It's been amazing to see how it's played.
And such a tight-knit community. You know, we're all friends, so to see each other like that and see each other succeed is fun. But let's get right into the game one here, round one. We do have an Alok representation here in Serbia.
Alok locked quickly and knew the location pretty spot on, taking that initial damage off of Souvlaki's health bar.
And this is moving, and we will be going into round two here soon. I'm looking around here. Let's see. Let's do it, shall we?
Yeah, I think just give it one, because I'm looking at the screen now.
Yeah, it looks like it hasn't.
It hasn't come back to us yet. We'll just wait for a moment. Yeah, there we go. We're back in here. So just quick impressions of the screen.
We got the USA. Let's run it.
All right, USA, let's run it, everybody.
These are the fiber optic cables. I think that's what they are. Someone is probably molding into a chat over me calling that the wrong thing, but these are only found in the US, I presume.
And they're like markers for where fiber optic are or something.
They are now. We do also have the...
Alok's going straight in to the East Coast, outside Philly. North of Philly.
Let's see.
And remember, everybody, this is best of 5. We start with a move, we go to a no move, we repeat that if we need to. And if it were to get to a 5th and final game, it would be an NMPZ.
Yep, so both these players, I would say, are evenly matched when it comes to skill. So you will see, I honestly, it's anyone's game going into this. Alok, in the pre-qualies, was playing out of his mind. I don't think anyone played better than him in the pre-qualies. I think his average score was like 4,800, not really, but it was very good. And so assuming he's probably put on quite the show again today, and we'll see if he can continue it up against Souvlaki.
Both players playing at a steady pace.
I will say these are slower paced players.
Okay.
They are known maybe more in the community for being, not as Gen Z'd as myself.
Yeah, so they really want to hone in.
Yep. So we'll see if make a guess here, but they're both looking for information here that can really get them some, information, I guess. Yeah. But presumably a town name or a highway number, something of this similar.
Anything like that. Oh, Alok is...
They do both know we're going to be in the US.
What's going on here? Because Alok suddenly ends up where it's like a different season here.
Yeah, so you're going through it. When you go down the road, you drive through different generation coverage. And so you might hit different seasons or different years.
Yeah, of course.
So that's what Alok is seeing here. And it looks completely different.
Yeah, that's interesting actually.
Yeah.
If that can sort of I doubt it for players that are as good as you guys, but as in it threw me off.
Yeah, but
wait a second, this is what's going on here?
Sometimes when you see location more often, you're you see it more often in one season, and so that influences where you guess.
Okay.
Because you're oh, I've seen a lot of winter coverage in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Or, so I would guess there versus Montana. I don't know.
Okay, we just Alok just got to assign. It's I think 20th Avenue.
Ooh, do we have the sticker on the pole here? Is that a UP sticker on the pole?
What would UP mean?
Upper Peninsula. So it would mean that we're going to be in Wisconsin or Michigan, northern. If that's what I see on that pole, what looks like what he zoomed in on is the UP sticker. And I think Alok might know it because he's zoomed in on Wisconsin right now. And I'm trying to find it on my own screen here. But that would be great information for Alok if that is the case. I can't quite see it on my screen. So we'll see. You also find it, you can find it some other regions of Wisconsin, but you see the sticker on that pole there. It is kind of in that Michigan, UP, and Wisconsin area, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see if that's correct. And, this is standard for these games. They take their time.
Yeah, these guys...
And Souvlaki's going more east now.
Are really looking for all the details they can get. And it's just round 2 of the first game.
Fun fact about Alok is every time... I think I mentioned this previously in the broadcast, but he does give us a serenade of his song, or a song, every time he wins.
Yeah, you mentioned that one of these players sings or something. So Alok likes.
He's like a very majestic voice, I will say. And so if we do get an interview with Alok, we will have to ask for a live performance.
Okay.
Put him on the spot. Maybe he doesn't want to. That's okay. He doesn't have to.
Well, we'll ask him.
We'll ask. It doesn't hurt.
No harm in asking.
Yeah, and this is they're just scanning. Alok right currently sees a street. I feel like Alok saw that sign. A couple.
Both of these guys, they both at this point. Is it clear that they're trying to get a 5K?
Well, I don't even think Souvlaki knows where it is.
Souvlaki's just got him with a lock, trying to move this pace forward. Alok now has to respond.
And Souvlaki's guess isn't that bad. If it is what I think it is, and it is what I thought I saw. But yeah.
Time.
And Alok.
Oh, Alok. What a great job there when the pressure was on. That's 550 damage from round 2. That extra time being well spent. Currency, so to speak, in the form of Zeitgeist hit points.
Yep. And with that, let's keep it going. Based off these moving rounds, we're gonna keep the pace up keep them guessing, shall we?
Zona.
This looks like it could be like Czechia or something. That's my first immediate thought. I could be wrong, but I would probably go Czechia versus Slovakia, kind of the same. Or like at least they look the same a lot of time. We'll see where the players go, or if I'm just completely wrong here. But yeah, so far, I don't think anyone could have predicted the 4 qualies at the beginning of this. So I'm excited to see who ends up actually qualifying here.
Alok there taking a good scan.
We did have a Czechia-Slovakian baller there, so I will confirm we will be in Czechia or Slovakia. We'll see if both players. It looks like Souvlaki sees information on the blue sign up there on the bridge, and he sends.
He does send from quite a zoom out as well, though. So is that sort of a hedge?
That's just maybe he saw. He might have seen something. Oh, we have one going Slovakia and one going Czechia here.
Oh wow! Okay, big difference here. Souvlaki with a great play, not a multi. He's going to be disappointed by that, but at least
900 points.
It's 900 points of damage.
Yep, and we're going into another Japan here, where it's kind of similar to that round we saw previously, where it looks. I kind of get an island vibe again. I don't know if that's just me. I don't want to oversay my vibes. Or actually, is this ever Hokkaido? I don't know. Immediately looked like an island to me. I guess technically Hokkaido would be an island, but like a southern island. But we'll see where the 2 players go. I know Souvlaki is known in the community as being a guide editor, so he does a lot of the information of sharing information with the community on Plonket, which is like the website. Shout out to Plonket in the community there. I know they're watching religiously.
Well, and that's like a wiki of resources learning how to play the game.
Yeah, it's basically just like you go there to learn about the game, and he's known for editing the guides and helping with putting the information together. So he's a very valuable member of the community. So shout out to him.
Well, Souvlaki's got to prove their value now. Got to prove that they've been studying their own materials.
Yes, but
right now,
and we do have Alok going. We do have Alok going into a southern Japanese island here, which I do like. I don't know which ones have coverage personally. I'm assuming he would go to the one that does, and he does send an island.
Alok,
we'll see. And Souvlaki's also going an island, and he gets the right island.
And that's
massive.
It's 2,400. Alok doing 2.4k damage, and that is. Imagine if that was a multi.
That's 1-0 if it's multi, and we're going to be in the Netherlands. This
huge.
Is Souvlaki's home country here, representing the Netherlands. We will see minimal points here, but let's see if he can region guess his own country, shall we?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would assume that a player. They have an advantage in their own country, but you're saying that it's probably going to be like a pointless round.
I mean, even if you're from there, you don't really know how to region guess Netherlands. It kind of all looks the same. There's not like mountains in the distance to line up or anything.
Yeah.
But
Alok locks in early.
Yeah, they're both going a similar region here. Yeah. There's a couple things that you could learn about, the country probably to help region guess, but was super southwest.
Yeah.
And only 128 points here. We're going to keep the pace up.
Close. Small country.
Round 6. Let's do it.
Here we go. What are we looking at here?
Looks like another European round.
Definitely a European round, but I'm wondering like...
Looks like a France potentially is my first instinct here. I can't see a language or anything like that. Or Belgium potentially if I...
Oh, there's a language. They've got one on the side.
I would presume this is Belgium.
Yep, we're going into Brussels. Souvlaki going straight into Brussels, locking it in very quickly. Alok now looks like they want to respond very quickly, and they're so close to each other.
Yep. We will be going to
bang in the center of Brussels, and it just favors Alok.
That is 48 points, nothing too devastating. Alok still a 2,300 point lead going into round 7 in South Africa. Let's keep it going. 2.5x damage.
2.5x. Those damage multipliers starting to stack as we enter round number 7. Both players now just going down the road.
Let's see, we do see information.
Moseying along. Yeah, we've got a signpost there. They've both found it roughly the same time.
We will see some very close scores here, presumably. We do have a road name and cities, so let's find out who gets there first.
Harris Smith, I can't read that from here. Dialalawa?
Sure. Yeah.
Dialalawa. And then Aberfeldy. That could be in Scotland.
Yeah. Harris Smith. That's also.
We've got a lock-in.
And they're both
Souvlaki.
pretty close here. So.
Yeah, they're both very close. So it's not going to be a strong blow in either direction.
Yep, both getting the road there. It did say the road number, so that does make sense. Very minimal points, 150, but not nothing.
Yeah, especially considering Souvlaki is just below. I mean, it's like mid-2000s. It's like 150 points, like a nice little blow, nice little hit.
Yep, and on round 8, 3x here, we did see this is going to be Czechia or Souvlaki. We did see Alok miss that 50-50 in the previous rounds before. Hopefully he can figure out the right country here. Immediately, my first thought, this is how I usually do it on these countries. If I see more hills, I usually ascend Slovakia because they kind of look the same. I used to associate hills more with Slovakia more than Czechia. But there's other ways to look at it, like the language or things like that. So we'll see.
Okay.
We do have the blue antenna on the back of the car, which I do associate more with Czechia, I think. But that could be fake news.
Our favorite. Oh, we're zooming on a bus stop there. Bus stops tend to be, I mean, they're a good source of information, but it's if the player knows their bus routes for that country or that specific area,
right? Big information here on Souvlaki's screen, and he is in
that's a
Eastern
motorway.
Czechia.
That is a motorway.
See, Alok he's going to be getting to that blue sign here soon, though, it looks like, but will it be quick enough, or will Souvlaki get it off? Or is he going?
Yeah,
he's going in.
The same sign.
I can't quite read. It does say SK on that, which means Slovakia, but that does not mean you're going to be in Slovakia, quite frankly, because you can cross borders, and signs do not have to be in that country.
This is a very interesting round, the way it's played out so far, because both players have sort of taken the same pathing.
Yep, and both
ended
players
in the same location.
Exactly.
Souvlaki has fired off the first shot. Let's see if Alok can pull off a Matrix-style dodge and come out on top.
Wow, Souvlaki. I mean,
it's Souvlaki.
And he's known for kind of like he's a moving player like that. So that's nothing that's not expected of him.
With the triple damage, 714. That's healthy points.
Yes, and this is going to be
healthy damage.
This is going to be a super fun round here in Peru. We do have the white paint break. Both players will get the country right. We will be Western Peru. The question is, how far north or south are we going to go here? I would hedge Lima because I'm kind of a coward, but we'll see what they do. And they're looking for information here.
Signage. Neither have really moved that far away from this original area yet.
Yeah. Part of me thinks that it will take a while to get to more information, so maybe they...
Yeah. But Souvlaki's going for it. Souvlaki is the first mover.
Are they going...
Alok going in the same direction, just a bit behind.
Let's see who finds info first in Peru here. Shout out to people from Peru if you are watching. Or wherever you are in the world.
Look at this. Both of them. Alok just following in Souvlaki's footsteps.
This is a beautiful scenery. That's why another good thing about the game, you get to...
Yeah, you see all these wonderful vistas and...
This is real. Sometimes when you travel, you're like, wow, this is more than just a game.
Yeah.
It's actually real life.
Absolutely. Which is what you've been doing yourself. You've been doing a month in a different country every month for how long? 9 months?
Yeah, 9 or 10 now. I don't even know.
Yeah. Killing it, bro.
But yeah.
Okay, we've reached some sort of settlement here. Perhaps, maybe we're going to see some signs, some information. Maybe they should be looking for businesses, anything like... Okay, here we go. Alok, he wants to take a look there at Segunda Rios. Doesn't really spend too long on it. Souvlaki now finding a bit more information.
Yeah, but
it's just so sparse.
It doesn't look like anything that's too valuable.
It's so sparse, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That might be. Oh, both are at the exact same intersection at the exact
Oh
same
my
time.
god,
Look
they're
at
like
this.
moving at the same pace.
Oh my god.
By the cows.
This is just that's just amazing to see.
And they're both flipping to do the exact same thing to check it from the other direction.
Yep. It's cool how you can see the patterns and different different trends in the gameplay translate to different players.
They are so close. Once again, Alok just hot on the heels of Souvlaki. Probably going to stop at this building as well that Souvlaki just thought. They essentially are doing the exact same thing right now. They're mirroring, or Alok is mirroring Souvlaki's actions.
And this, at this pace, we're on game 1 right now.
Yeah.
Like this is a best of 5.
Yeah.
This is what you get with the moving games. Yeah, you look for information until you find something.
There's just so much construction here that there's not sort of like clear roads where you'd expect like a sign to be. What about that there? We saw a stripy pole with I guess.
See, these are all indicators that you're going to be in Peru, and not just kind of like where you are.
Yeah.
Like it's just nothing regional from it.
Oh, look at that.
That could be helpful.
Trying to get information. Trabajan. Okay, no, that's work. Something about we're working. Some extra Spanish for you there.
There you go. Thanks.
There we go. Gracias.
Picking up.
See? Oh, Souvlaki now, first person to go to the map. But does that mean they're going to guess? No, not yet.
Souvlaki with only 2,600 points left. Peru is he could very, very, very easily lose on Peru here at 3.5x damage if Alok finds information. I still think they're on the same road here. So.
Oh. That green sign there? No, that was like the name of an area, no?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes those
they're misleading.
They're just like so small, they're not worth looking for.
That's bait. Alok now has also gone to the map. They're still in like almost the same location, right?
Yeah, they've taken the exact
they've
path.
taken the same pathing.
And still no information from either player here. And he's back at that sign.
He's back at that sign. He likes that sign, Alok does.
Why don't you marry it, Alok?
You got him!
Oh, you like that sign? But both players are... I mean, Alok's zooming in pretty far here. And he's getting his guess off.
Alok has gone for the guess.
Nice. All that.
3.5x stat, even with 3.5x, 81. Oh my.
We're in for a treat. Let's keep it going. We got no time to waste here.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the US. We do have some area codes.
Quadruple damage.
And 589 there.
Quads.
Do have no front plate on that car. We do have front plate on this car. Let's see. A bunch of tractors. John Deere. But yeah, nothing too specific here so far. I'm waiting till the Sunset Inn. Is this it's one of those classic Breaking Bad areas? Could be. We'll see.
A classic Breaking Bad area.
Yep. So we're waiting on them to find some information. Again, this is classic in these moving games with moving players.
Looking into New Mexico here. So putting a marker down, sort of centering themselves around Albuquerque.
That was the hint there I was trying to get to with
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, all right? I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
I will say, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have also said the same.
Okay, so you watched it and it takes place in Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But we have one guess here in Souvlaki in Texas. I don't see a Texas here, but mainly because I see a bunch of cars with front plates. I could be wrong, but Trinidad State.
Junior College. Monty. Oh, I guess it's come in. Alok making a move.
Oh, Alok's going to Colorado Springs here.
Making a play. Reasonable distance here with 4x damage. If Souvlaki, like there could be a swing of points here.
I think they're pretty far away from each other.
Yeah.
So
Alok right on top.
Alok getting the city. 800,
right
1,800
on
points.
top. 1,800 points. And now Souvlaki is at a massive deficit.
Let's just keep going.
In game 1.
Round 11, 4.5x damage. Souvlaki is holding on to a prayer here on 4.5x damage against Alok with barely any damage lost. We should be in Arge, unless we are in Uruguay, and I'll have to see for myself here though. But it looks like we do have an Arge pole in the distance I see, so I will presume.
Arge pole.
Yeah, they're kind of just like mega structures.
Yeah.
But
do you mean the ones in like the middle of the road, or?
You see that like on Souvlaki's screen?
Yeah.
No, he didn't look at it. It's like the big structures that look like massive concrete poles.
Okay, I see. I'll look out.
But yeah, nothing.
He looked up at the sun there.
Maybe he's yeah, maybe he doesn't know what hemisphere we're in.
Okay.
That'd be quite sad. Hey, like you've been discredited. No, I'm not sure why. Maybe he just
Yeah, he sort of looked up there, which I've not really seen a player do yet. That's why it stood out to me. Perhaps nothing.
Yeah, maybe to make sure you're not in Jordan here versus Black Car Argentina. That's always safe. You never know.
Never know.
But Argentina,
I never know. You guys know. I never know.
You know now.
I know now.
Argentina is a big country.
Argentina is
Souvlaki
huge.
can lose very, very easily here. Or he could technically win, to be honest, with one good yes on 4.5x damage on multis. That's the arch pole on the right.
Oh, I just
Oh, you missed it. It's okay. It's just a massive concrete structure. They're not really missing much.
But I want to learn. I want to learn my arch poles, my APs.
There's arch poles elsewhere too, though. So does that say Santiago? That's.
It does.
I hope Alok does not send Santiago here. That would be he will not, by the way. He's not that guy.
Alok.
But you could be close to Santiago. Maybe that's
Scanning now.
Alok is, and he's zooming into a city. Is that? Oh.
Oh, so there was something that said Santiago.
Yeah, and they both have the same information. They're both.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
All right, so this is going to be
different Santiago. That's
low
by
point round.
I do not move because I do not know city names.
Yeah, they're both so close to each other.
And yeah, they're both probably presumably going to get a very good score here, and we will see no points lost.
4.5k. Sorry, 4.5x. Even then, it's going to only end up being at 59. That being said, though, Souvlaki did not want to be on the receiving end of that.
Yep, and we're going next round, starting it immediately. Let's just get it going.
5x, round 12.
Yep, and this is going to be another one of those really moving games that you we all love. And let's see where they're going here. Souvlaki immediately zooming in on Estonia. There's information for both. Oh yeah, there's
Circle
Estonian
K.
names everywhere.
That's a quick one. That's the quickest one that we've seen in a while. Souvlaki trying to make a play, but they're so close to each other.
Yep.
They are so close.
This will be going
But
into round
Alok
13.
is just a bit closer as well, so that's nice little chip, 30 damage.
But we're going into round 13 here, and we're going to be back in Peru. So maybe we can see a loss or a win or whatever for each. It could be.
They're both going straight into that sign. Gran Banda Profesional.
There's a phone number there if you do want to call it.
I've called every time I've gone away from the stream. I've called every number that we've seen.
Nice.
And I tell you what happened.
Do we have a guess? I just heard a ding.
Oh, we have. We've got a guess. Souvlaki has switched it up. They've been trying to really increase
and Souvlaki
the speed of their plays.
I mean, Alok isn't that far away.
And
but
Souvlaki is close. That's going to be solid damage, 5.5x.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep, that's
not
2.8.
enough. What's enough to get him into the
wow,
yellow.
it's now suddenly very close.
Going into round 13, 5.5x damage in Kenya.
Yeah.
I think it's our first Kenya of the day. On 6x damage, this could be a lot. The question here is, how much do you read define information here? You will see them looking at every sign, everywhere.
Just look at that. Now there's so much information here.
Oh, I see a sign that says St. George Kilimanjaro.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Shout out to Kilimanjaro. Anyone? Any Kilimanjaro
St. George Kilimanjaro. The Life Pharmacy.
So maybe you're near Kili? I don't know. Maybe there's
so much information here on either side of the road, but Souvlaki is zoning in.
Yep, he's going
zooming
western
in.
Kenya. Usually more in the western Kenya, you do get more green farm. We do see some farmer Souvlaki screen there, so his guess would make sense for what he sees. But in general, I would assume Alok also goes a similar region here, so I'm not sure we see very many points picked up.
But we're on 6x. If there's just a bit of a discrepancy,
and, 1,400 points
it's going to be solid damage.
It could be game unless they both guess the same area here.
Definitely could be.
You know, Souvlaki's not going too far away from home here.
Kuduma Center Migori, perhaps location name Migori, I don't know.
We got Gen 3 coverage here on Alok's screen here. Souvlaki's still in the Gen 4 car.
Yeah, you can suddenly see the difference. And the Office of the President.
And Alok is zooming in. Alok's the type of guy to know this, I think. So I think he'll scan until he finds it, at least. But he's also very close to Souvlaki, it looks like, on his screen, so I'm not too sure we see any points here.
Yeah.
But we could see it.
It could be. Just a small discrepancy with 6x in round 14. Could end up being a killing blow.
They're both committing. Alok is slightly more south, closer to the the Tanzanian border there. Which makes sense. We did see a Kilimanjaro. And he is stuck on this sign, or he's looking at the sign as he's scanning, so he's looking for something from that sign.
Yeah.
And he's committing, and Souvlaki
Alok
is on
has
the clock.
Committed with this distance.
Alok got it.
Yep, Alok right on top. And that will be the dub. Game 1.
Oh, and Souvlaki
goes to Alok.
Alok, yep.
Souvlaki did a good job, but Alok is the person of the minute, of the hour. That was a long game 1. So we're now getting ready for game 2. Before we get into it, let me remind you all about the World Cup. Get your tickets, all right? If you can make it down, it's going to be a world first. It's going to be an epic event, especially if you've enjoyed the show today. It's going to be live, in person. You can be there in the audience, see the stage, see the players. It's going to be a huge, huge spectacle.
I'll be there.
Rainbot's ready to meet you all. Right now, though, we need to know who is going to meet their maker, Alok or Souvlaki. Right now, Alok up 1-0. Time for game number 2 of this best of 5. And no move now. No move.
Yep, we will see definitely quicker gameplay on this game. On no move in South Africa. Shall we?
Let's do it, brother.
Let's do it.
Starting it off.
Round 1 in.
Round 1.
Za.
Of no move.
So, yeah. And if they do pan to the south there, they will see, or the north, they will see some sign that I'm not sure how valuable it will be to them. But we'll see. It looks like Souvlaki's immediately going in somewhere here, and he's pretty confident on the region east of Eswa. I don't mind it. I do like it as a guess, but we'll see.
No move is absolutely savage.
Yeah.
It's not NMPZ levels, but no move is tough.
And he's committing. And
nonetheless, like Souvlaki does commit.
Alok's on Victoria. It was just, wow. Yep. So no points there, really.
Yeah. Oh, no, 534.
Alok is deceptively closer.
That's a good start for Alok. Alok continuing the momentum from game 1.
Yep, and let's keep it going in round 2 here as they look to see. I mean, this looks like an Estonian forest to me. The question then is, do I go an Estonian island or do I go... this should be Estonia. But will I go an Estonian island or do I go mainland here?
A quick lock from Souvlaki there. But they are so close to each other already.
So this is just instant. You click the center of the country, I think.
Yeah.
That's what we see here. It's one of those things where you can't really region guess.
So close.
Yeah.
That is going to be nothing.
That will be nothing.
Yeah, 19 points. But still, at least Souvlaki just gets it a bit more, you know.
Yep, it could be some confidence points going into round 3.
Beautiful, look at this.
Yeah, this is beautiful. And we do have a trash can here. I mean...
Oh, we do?
Do you have a trash can?
Oh, yeah, we do.
I'm trying to think about... I mean, this is Australia, presumably.
Hmm.
Unless it's New Zealand, and I'm just not that guy.
You're that guy, pal. Trust me, you are that guy.
But this skyline looks like it should be pretty distinct.
Is that Queensland?
I can't even move. But it looks like... Souvlaki agrees with you, going into Queensland there. We do have mountains to our south of the skyline. It does look like an Australian bin, I will say.
Yeah, that's like where it's like lowered and then like the mountains are raised around it, right?
Who do you think takes their trash out there?
No, but it's probably like a vista that you can just stop off and look
like
at.
A viewpoint.
So it's a viewpoint. Probably eat your sandwich.
Yeah, that's
there
nice
we go.
Have,
Lock in from Souvlaki. Gone with a bit that overlooks this like surrounded by Mount Sheridan, Lamb
They could
Range.
pick up big points here if Alok goes more north. Well, he's going the same exact region as Souvlaki, so we'll see. No points, and they both get it right.
Both very close.
Just Cairns.
With round 3, that's
actually going
to be such a small difference. 9 points.
Cairns. Every time I try and say that, an Australian pronunciation.
What, C-A-I-R-N-S?
It's like, oh, it's actually pronounced cans. Anyways.
In an Australian accent, I wouldn't even dare.
Round 4.
I would not. All right, round 4. Our final round with no multiplier.
Yep, and South Africa again, I think. Could be something else, like Lesotho. Maybe it is Lesotho, but we'll see. Maybe not. I think it's Gen 2 coverage, so it can't be Lesotho. That is Gen 3, so I'm tripping. It's late. Alok is in Lesotho here. Oh. These distinct Lesotho mountains there.
Why would that signpost there be blurred?
It could just be like a mist blur.
Oh, okay.
They're both going the capital. Sometimes they just blur random things.
I see.
Just southwest.
And there we go. Both very equal distances from the actual destination. Only 6 points. Now we move on to round 5. It's going to be our first multiplier. 1.5x damage. Let's see if this changes the flow of the game at all. Let's see if it changes the meta.
I mean, we can already tell how much different this pace is versus the moving games.
Yeah.
They definitely are taking they're not taking as much time, and we're going to be in the U.S. here. The question is, who can be better? I like Souvlaki's guess here with kind of these trees. I maybe go more Mississippi, more northern, maybe South Carolina, Kentucky, something like that. But I do like the Georgia guess here. We'll see if it's enough. It was Mississippi.
1.5x damage. That's gonna be a decent blow. 435.
Yeah, and we see those screen shakes a lot. I don't know if you see the players do that when they get the guess wrong. That's how you know they're
frustrated.
They do this.
They're showing their frustration. So pretty even now. Alok 5.5, Souvlaki 5 point.
Be back in
5 pretty much as well.
What looks like Peru to me, or it could be
GeoGuessr.
Mexico. Yeah, it should be Mexico. That looks like a Mexico poll.
Mexican poll. My favorite was the Bangkok poll, but I'll take a Mexican one. Souvlaki really pushing the pace. Souvlaki wanting to lay claim to round 6 of game 2.
It does say MX on that sign there.
Oh, look. Alok just coming closer and closer, and yet they are...
That's why you always send Mexico City.
Once again, pretty close to each other. 270 points.
Round 7. Keep it going. In 2.5x damage. Looks like we're going to be back in Latin America here. I would presumably go... Let's see here. Maybe Equa is my best bet. I like the Equa guess here.
Equa. That's another shorthand, right?
Should be. We'll see where they end up going here.
Yeah,
they can validate
both of them taking a moment to just look at the surroundings. Souvlaki the first to hit their map.
And he is zooming into Ecuador here in the mountain range. Let's see if Alok follows suit. Who's been getting more guesses off quickly here? Who's kind of holding the pace here?
Right now, I feel like it's been Souvlaki, at least for a couple rounds now. Yeah, and once again, following through.
I'm excited to see
Alok has been responding well, though. Not really panicking. They're both...
Oh, my God.
Extremely close, but Alok on top. And with his multiplier 620... Sorry, not Alok right on top. Souvlaki right on top.
And this will be
that multiplier makes a big difference.
They will be zooming directly in to an island called Curacao, right when they zoom in here.
Okay.
On round 8, 3x. In about 3, 2, 1.
Alok and Souvlaki both zooming in on this isle of Curacao.
Yeah, this is a very small island. You can tell by the Google car.
Yeah.
That this is this will be no points.
Yeah, this is going to be no points. And they're like shoulder to shoulder. They both went to that north side.
Yep,
difference of 2.
Fine. Usually, I do like the north guess there because it is more rural. Round 9. Let's keep it going. This could be a fun round here.
Okay.
I want some like continent guesses wrong or something like that here. So we could potentially see something.
This is just a wide expanse of field and green.
Yeah.
And what country is this?
I would go somewhere. I don't want to say something yet, but based off my vibes, I would go Baltic. I think. But I'm not too sure.
Alok's the first to hit the map.
Alok's in Russia. I like the Omsk guess.
Going to Russia. And
like
locking it in. And yet Souvlaki holding the heels.
That was just a great gameplay by them. I was not even sure where we were. Shout out to that. Both going Omsk. Not sure what gave that away.
By the way, this just in, everybody, I can confirm we have another guaranteed attendee of the finals. Polly has made it, everybody. Give it up in the chat for Polly.
USA.
Congratulations to them.
That's 2 USA.
2 USA. USA.
Shout out to USA.
Anyway, let's not get distracted too much. Big congratulations to Polly. Make sure you send them some love in the chat right now. Let's keep things locked in.
To get that interview as well. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Alok and Souvlaki. Round 10 now. 4x damage. You don't want to make a mistake at this point because it could be a critical one.
And we should be back.
You could end up on life support. Where do you think we are back, Trevor?
Where are we? This is Laos.
Laos.
Wait, is this Vientiane?
Well, Souvlaki's going to say...
It is.
Vientiane.
So, yeah.
Right in the middle. Alok now has to play catch up.
So, yeah. So, Vientiane, it's not Thailand. It looks like Thai. but you drive right in Laos, and you have yellow plates. And
going straight on it.
There's only 5 cities covered in Laos on Street View. Vientiane's one of them, but Vientiane's the only one that doesn't have a Google Street View car that's visible. So that's why all players will be getting that right.
Quadruple damage for 8 points, brother.
Yeah, this is gonna get insane here. Round 11, and this is where we will see some big points.
You think so? This is okay. We
have information here.
Signpost straight away. They're both gonna zoom in on it.
But I mean, this is gonna be back in that region of the U.S. that we saw before, in the New Mexico, area somewhere, maybe northern. I'm not too sure exactly where. I would go back in that area though. Let's see if they think the same. Yeah, I mean, Souvlaki zoomed in Arizona right now. I do like that. Shout out to Arizona. And Souvlaki's in Arizona. I'm assuming we see an Arizona guess by Alok as well. He's going more north than Phoenix. But,
they are still...
And it was outside Phoenix there.
Relatively close to each other. Yeah, but with the 4.5x.
That's a lot.
1337. Wow. We love that number.
And this next location.
Looks that.
Very pretty. Wow.
That is a beautiful... Look, I know it's not South Korea.
Not South Korea,
but beautiful location.
Still beautiful. Round 12.
Beautiful location. 5x damage. The damage is pumping. I mean, the score is still relatively close. At this point, it's like whoever lands the first big hit is going to feel, I think, at least some pressure lift off their shoulders. Do not forget, everybody, this is our final playoff matchup. The loser goes home. The winner heads towards space, the venue in Stockholm on October 13th, 14th of the GeoGuessr World Cup final.
Not sure where they're zoomed in here, but I would go Peru. I'm assuming they're in Peru. And we do see Alok going into Peru.
Yeah, Alok going straight into Peru. Perusing Peru.
Wow, that's some knuckles on that one.
Knuckles, baby. And Alok is the first to lock it in. Oh, this could be big.
Wait.
This is huge.
Souvlaki.
That's game. 12,695 out of nowhere. Alok takes it, and that means they are now 2-0 in this best of... Wait,
isn't that 1-1?
Wait, 1-1.
I think it's 1-1.
Apologies, guys. That first game was a long one. So now we're 1-1. So Souvlaki taking that one, it means that we are 1-1. We're tied up, and we're going to our third even Stevens. He's just a straight savage.
Yeah, I like Paulie. He's a great guy.
Anyway, the question on my mind right now is who is more of a savage, Alok or Souvlaki? We're going into game 3. We're tied up right now, 1-1.
Shall we?
Let's do it, brother. Let's go.
Round 1.
Round 1.
Moving.
Fight.
We're losing it.
Hey, welcome to esports, brother. That is like the tagline for esports. We're losing it,
Oh, I guess that was
Where are we at, Trevor? What am I looking at?
I'm working on it. It's going to be somewhere in the Ireland or the UK, presumably UK. Actually, that is not a yellow plate, so maybe just Ireland here.
Yeah.
Or maybe that wasn't.
Some rolling hills. Could be Lake. Could it be Lake District? I don't know. That's a small truck with many people inside it.
Let's see if they're zooming in. Souvlaki's zooming in super. Oh, look at this. The pacing.
Souvlaki keeping it crispy.
They are also
in Wales, I think, right?
I didn't get to see where they zoomed in on, but
it just looks like a Welsh name, Ardnavey Road.
Oh, we have the Isle of Man. No? He's in Ireland.
He's in Ireland. I know nothing.
And who's Ireland?
Isle of Man. Alok went for the Isle of Man conspiracy. Did not pay off.
Let's see if the round 2 Japanese island conspiracy is also continuing. Probably not here based off the look of it, but we can find out going into round 2. Round 2, everybody. Good start for Souvlaki. 400 points from the first round is solid. With no multi. Solid start. That is solid, especially with how quickly they did guess here. But we will see information, and they will try on 5K or get within 100 meters of this round. So we'll see. And you can see Souvlaki is zooming in on the plate here. So we'll see. Yeah, and there's tons of town information there and road names. I'm not too sure what they know of that, but they will be able to scan for that. If not, because Souvlaki thinks they've got a solid hit on their radar, and they've gone with Kobe, Japan. Alok now also going to be zooming in with just 5 seconds left. He's going to Okinawa. That's a big differential.
In round 2? That's going to be 2,340 points. Souvlaki's going to hate that.
There's two. Isle of Man, Southern Japanese Island. You have to trust them. Yeah. I mean, this is what we're seeing tonight. Is a lot of those locations, but we're going to be in Iceland here. Beautiful location.
Yeah, look at that. Truly cinematic.
And that is a lot of points. You know, sometimes you're like,
Round 2, I think that's one of the biggest scores we've seen in like a non-multi round. Has to be.
Yeah, I think so. I think we saw some in the games with like Ziggy and Olympia. I think maybe.
These roads look like the type of roads that, you know, like when you see adverts for cars, where it's like a shot of a car going down like a picturesque road and like, yeah, buy the new car. Would you buy it?
I would buy the new car.
Sick.
Yeah.
Do you think Polly would?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do. I think Polly's just a Chad.
He's just that was straight Giga Chad energy, man.
He's a character. I like Polly a lot.
Yeah.
He's known for his personality, I would say.
Yeah. Now we need to find out who'll be joining him and the others in that grand final.
And this will be
our final contestant making it through to the. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying just World Cup or World Cup. I feel like World Cup finals is like, but yeah, this is the qualifier, the World Cup qualifier. I guess it is finals as well, but yeah, we need to find out if it's going to be Alok or Souvlaki. That's where we're at, our final competitor. And both players now taking a more measured approach.
Yep, and Iceland's one of those locations where you look for one sign, it'll be able to 5K. Not a lot of Icelandic roads are covered, so it is very minimal. And we do see Alok finding a sign here. Let's see if he knows where that is. Oh, and we see Souvlaki going against a ton of information. He will be able to get a guess out, and Alok finds that same information, and they will both zoom in.
Both zooming in.
A similar region of the world where they know where those cities are.
Yeah, and we're still not even in multiplier territory, so yeah, it's not going to be too much of a point swing in either direction.
Getting there in the end. Souvlaki tried guessing quick.
60 points.
Assuming Alok didn't see information, but he did last second. And we move on to round 4. Apologies.
Round 4.
And we are going to be in a country.
We are going to be in a country, everybody. I like that. That's basically me whenever I play around. I'm just going to be like, all right, I'm going to be in a country.
So true.
That's my first criteria. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm in a country somewhere.
Sometimes you are in a country, you know.
Oh, quick there.
We have a Slovenia guess here by Souvlaki.
Souvlaki.
And we do see Alok going in right outside as well.
Yeah,
and
both very close. No multi. 55 points. Now, though,
round 5.
We're going to see our first multi. Our 1.5x marks the spot. That didn't make any sense, but it's fine.
It does. GeoGuessr X marks the spot.
Yes, thanks, bro. See, you got my back, man. All right, round 5.
Round 5.
This is looking like you see, like in the sky over the mountains. You can see there's like, what is it? Humidity.
Clouds.
No, but okay, is that just pure clouds? It's not like it looks like it could be like a bit tropical-y, or I don't know.
Yeah, we are in Norway.
This is Norway.
Yes.
I'm so tropical.
Norway.
Oh, Norway. There is. Yeah. Well, we're in Norway, everybody. All right.
We do, and they do see the same sign again. Sortland, 41.
What I will say is that I've been relatively consistent across the night. Relatively consistent in terms of being bad.
You've had
but
some
at
good
least
guesses.
I've been consistent.
You called the Australia with like an hour in.
Australia was a peak too soon, brother.
And you called the Nigeria police car.
You literally spoon-fed it to me like a couple rounds before. Anyway, Souvlaki has dropped their guess.
Pretty close here.
And Alok now following suit. Both pretty close. 1.5x. Yeah, it'll be like 150. Yeah, 170 damage. Solid.
And we're back in the US. Let's just keep it going. Round 6.
Keep it going.
Is there any information here for us?
Double damage now in the US.
We do have a bunch of American USA flags, so shout out to those representing that. If we move Rainsville, you think
Henegar City Hall?
On my screen, I do see a Rainsville. You think they make it rain in Rainsville?
They don't make it rain like you, brother.
No one does.
No one does. Fast as lightning.
I would go pretty south.
Hammondville, Trenton, and Rainsville.
I do like the Georgia guess. When in doubt, Georgia it out.
When in doubt, Georgia it out. These are phrases that I just... I need to get a notebook.
A freestyle bar.
Was that a freestyle? Can you freestyle? I could do a full freestyle.
You can't.
Okay. Well,
we have the Alabama.
I like
we have the Alabama outline on that sign there, and they both see that. Okay.
The Alabama outline.
Like the state outline on the highway sign.
Okay.
You can see like the. So. Yeah, I don't know where any of those Rainsville are. I did, spend some time in Alabama growing up, but Roll Tide or Eagle. Here
there we go. It's Alok now. Can't remember the last round where Alok went first, or at least overall it feels like Souvlaki has been the one sort of making first guess.
Yes. Souvlaki's... Oh, and Souvlaki...
Oh, wow.
Alok found the city.
Right on top.
And he 5K.
With a double damage. Yeah, that's 1.2k damage.
And we're going into round
Souvlaki
7.
bleeding now. Bleeding steadily, slowly.
And that is not what you want if you're Souvlaki. And especially this going into an Arge, I think, or...
Going into an Arge?
An Arge.
Oh, an Arge. Okay, yeah. Looking for those number plates.
It could be a
Souvlaki.
I'm not actually too sure where we are. It looks like a northern Arge. Maybe it could be like a Peru or something.
Escuela, number something. Alok moving, it feels like much more, as in like going down a road. Souvlaki hasn't sort of done that yet, but is following the same pathway, just at a bit of a slower pace, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Looking at those signs, any information to be gleaned, both of them.
We will be in Arge. I would want to go like very north, like near Salta or something like that western region.
Oh.
That's my
Bienvenidos a la Carolina.
That's my region, yeah. Somewhere west, somewhere in the western Arge. I'm assuming both of them also pick up the same vibes, presumably, but we'll see if what. Oh, Alok has information.
Yeah, Alok's now head onto the map.
And I don't think Souvlaki has found information.
Looks to be trying to match their information to the map.
And
honing in.
See, and something like this is my 2 cents on this, right? If Alok has information that he doesn't think his teammate does, and you think you have the general region, I wouldn't spend the extra time to go for those 5 points.
Yeah, I would push the pace.
I would push it and try and get and take advantage of the information I have while I have it.
Oh, and Argentina is big. That could be a big distance, no?
Oh my god, and it is.
Oh wow, Alok right on top.
And that's game.
That's going to be huge. That is going to be game. Alok takes it, and it's now 2-1 in this final best of 5 series. Alok just 1 step away. Souvlaki truly now at death's door, but still in with a chance.
That's the first 5K to win we've seen tonight, I think, which is really special to see. You get the exact within the meter to win. That's such an exciting feeling.
That's huge.
Alok,
what a pick. And it's interesting that what you said, you noted, like, it looks like Alok's got this information.
Yeah.
It looks like Alok's narrowing it down, bring their map up. And you said, if it were me, and I feel like I've got the edge here, like the better information, I would push fast. And that definitely paid off.
Yeah.
Left Souvlaki completely stranded.
Yeah, and it pays off when you can do both at the same time. Both get information quickly and, find it quickly. So, Game 4?
Yep, Game 4 will be coming up shortly. First, though, let's take a look at our playoff bracket. We can see what has transpired. As we know, CG came out on top, beat Scry 3-1. Consist with the whitewash 3-0 over Ziggy. That being said, though, whilst it was 3-0 and it's like a whitewash in that sense, Ziggy put up a solid performance. Some of the rounds,
every games were close.
Yeah, some of the games were close, and yeah, shout out to him. And Polly as well, third person.
I see what he means with his avatar now.
Yes, so the avatar has a monocle, though.
Yes.
And he had sunglasses with one of the shades poked out. So Polly, maybe when you make it to the final, bring a monocle down.
We need the verified drip too.
We need the verified drip as well. Yeah. Polly came out on top of Lenley,
and maybe
3-1.
Alok pulls up in a moon hat.
Bro, if Alok comes through with like a custom-made moon hat where you can't see in and he can see out, that is going to be arguably one of the top moments of the tournament.
That'd be pretty alpha.
Are you going to come with your gear?
I'll wear a smiley mask, sure.
Yeah. So what came first? Is that red smiley, that red emoji? Is that GeoGuessr's first or yours first?
It was, I just had it as my profile picture to play GeoGuessr.
Okay.
I just like mixed 2 emojis together.
Yeah, that thing is synonymous now, brother.
Yeah, we'll take it.
With you and with GeoGuessr.
Keep it going.
All right, enough chit chat, enough relaxation. It's time to get right back into the action and feel the tension. Quick recap, everybody. This is a best of 5, and Alok is ahead 2-1. So if Alok wins what is now again a no move game 4, Alok will be our final contestant heading to the grand final.
Let's do it.
To the World Cup in Stockholm.
Let's do it. Round 1 in Ecuador. And just to mention again, that would be 2 pre-quali members if Alok does win this, advance to the World Cup that were not invited to the qualies we're in right now, and they had to earn their spot last week in another tournament. But both players will know it's going to be Ecuador based off these bollards and everything.
That would be another big story. Another big win for arguably an underdog.
Yes, but like I said, Alok did play out of his mind, and we will see quick guesses here again in no move when there's less information.
But again, that's like a solid round 1 to chip away like almost 400 points.
Yeah.
Decent work.
Yeah, especially no multi. You know, you'll take that for Alok. You know, get a little confidence boost, but yeah, nothing too shabby.
Those points definitely, like, look, we can't know where this match is going to go, but we've seen so many matches where someone is on like 100, 200, 300, 400, and like 400 points as a percent of that is huge. Like those little chips, you never know.
Yeah, and you forget kind of like those small moments like that in the beginning that
really they kind of add up. Yeah.
All right, and we're going to be in the bigger country here in Indonesia. And no multis yet, but we could still see another one of those, you know, someone pick up some big points here, because on Indonesia, when you have such a large country, it is easy to region guess wrong. But I'm not sure who is the better Indo player here. It is not I, said the fox.
Yo, I've got to cut in here, all right, Trevor. So I don't know. This sounds like I've just been fed a true story. What? Okay, yeah. Okay, my producer telling me this is a true story that I've just been told, right? So quickly, so we keep on board with the action. That's big.
Yeah.
That's going to be big. That is 1,400 in round 2.
Down to Alok.
But no, I have to get this fact out maybe now in this little break here. So my producers I don't know how this has happened, and the people at home are going to find this probably entertaining as well. Someone's just rung our doorbell at the studio and said that they've GeoGuessed our location.
No shot.
How? Have we had any content come out from, like, how have they done that? Like, because we don't have any content of like outside.
You have to, you know.
Have you taken any pictures of like where we are and stuff and put it? I haven't.
I do think the production company has tweeted.
Okay, of course the production. Yes, okay. Yeah,
wow.
so
you have to respect it, but you also can't, you know. So it's like you don't want to incentivize it, but like also like wow.
Yeah, so Peter's thing's in the war room, and of course people know Black Molly are our production company. So yeah, there's a dude waiting outside that's GeoGuessed us.
Wow.
Oh, and apparently our production gave him some water.
That's nice of them. There's some kebab pizza as well. I left over. We should get back to the game.
Let's get back to the action, the tension, all right?
Round 3.
My silly producer, man, telling me to tell these wacky stories when we need to find out who our final contestant going through to the World Cup is.
The favorite part is Alok and them are just waiting there. They have no idea.
Yeah, they've got no, they're sweating there. They're like,
start the game. We have to tell the water story.
We've got to tell the water story. All right, where did you say this was, Trevor?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you don't?
That country. No, I would go Austria, Slovenia here.
Okay.
I haven't really looked around that much.
Austria, Slovenia. It's a lovely, picturesque hill.
Oh, yeah, I would go Slovenia. We do have a yellow sign in the distance, which
no
makes me
move
think
now.
more likely Slovenia. I'm not sure if one of those players has seen it yet.
And let's just quickly also address the big hit that Souvlaki just put on Alok. In round 2, that was like, it was what, 1.4k. Like, that's insane to get in round 2. Anyway, Alok now with a good spot pick. Mix the two words together there, but Souvlaki not too far behind and sort of inconsequential.
Yep, going into round 4.
Going into round 4, final round with no multi.
Let's do it. And, you know, I'm currently deciding if this is the US or Canada. It will be probably Canada. I would go probably somewhere. There's English on that sign, so you can't go to Quebec. Maybe Ontario, somewhere. I'm trying to maybe.
Nice little suburban neighborhood here. And
where did they go?
I did not even see that. This round's been live for what, 15 seconds? Souvlaki just saying, I'm going here. south of a place called Elsevier. That sounds
Alok's in the US.
sounds like some sort of elven kingdom.
I would not see US here.
That's a big difference.
It was Ontario.
That's going to be a big hit.
1,700 points.
1,700 points. Souvlaki wants to go to NMPZ, but can he hold on?
We'll find out.
We are going to find out. Let's run it. Let's run it.
And I think...
I'm liking this momentum.
Is this ever Texas pavement?
That's 2 big swings in pre-multiplier.
And they're looking at the pavement. They think it's a Texas pavement. I mean,
it looks dry. It looks desolate.
But
it looks hot.
I think that's a mental blunder by Alok there. We did have a single yellow road line on the road there. He obviously knows that's less common in the US, but
thinks they know the road already. No
Alok
way.
is going Texas. We have Souvlaki, I think, somewhere zooming in Colorado or something.
I wouldn't be able to tell you, but they looked like they were zooming in on a specific road, and then they kind of went off it.
Oh, they're both kind of on the panhandle by Oklahoma and Texas right there. So
okay, now looking north towards Wyoming. Yeah.
You know, when in doubt.
When in doubt,
why?
When in doubt, why not? Why, like in brackets, Wyoming not? Yeah. When in doubt, why not?
That was good.
I think that's a good one. It's a subtle one.
I get it.
Well, I've got my one fan in the studio right now. All right. Yeah, both players now at a more measured pace compared to the last round.
1.5x damage on the USA. Will be, assuming one person gets a good guess here, we could see pretty detrimental points. And Alok is kind of holding on. You know, he needs a good guess here, or we're going back to an NMPZ game, which would be quite the thing.
That would be quite an insane way to close out the night.
We have both. We have one in Colorado, one in Wyoming. You know, it doesn't really look like Texas, and that's why no one really stuck there. It does kind of look like that more Wyoming, Montana, Colorado region. But sometimes you trust Souvlaki's in.
Souvlaki has gone in. They've gone northeast of Salt Lake City.
Arizona.
Oh, kind of relatively similar distances, but with the multiplier, 140. Yeah, it's pretty inconsequential, that one, but Alok gets the W on it.
Yep. And let's keep it going. Round 6.
Let's keep it going. Where are we?
Looks like a Belgium to me off the rip. We do have the red tint on the plate. Or maybe we don't. That's right. No, it should be Belgium. It looks like we have the red tint on the plate here, which would indicate Belgium. License plate. That is more red. But
oh, wow. That is a quick commit from Souvlaki. Thinks they've got the actual town or city.
And, you know, Alok's going to need a pretty big guess.
5 seconds, Trev.
I mean, they're both going Belgium. It's not going to be any points.
Okay, yeah, of course.
But that's a great guess by Souvlaki.
With double damage? Nah, it's just like about 200. Yeah, 300. Against Alok, though, that's 10% of his HP.
Yeah, like that's
a solid hit. Souvlaki's trying to take us to a 5th and final game, an NMPZ.
Round 6.
Round 6, everybody. 2x damage. Round 7, 2.5x damage.
Wow, okay, yeah, we're in the past. But this is going to be Italy here. I don't know where in Italy I would go. Maybe slightly more inland, north-ish. Not anywhere near the the Bari coast. Bari could be good. I'm not too sure. Ooh, is Alok considering Sardinia here? It doesn't look like he is. Oh, it looks
funny.
Like
it looks similar to an area that I was driving through recently. I did a holiday with a family in Italy, and it does. But I couldn't point out
scanning.
We were outside Milan like a couple hours, but no.
Maybe it could be there.
No, there's no way, bro. That would be funny though if it was.
Maybe you're in the photo with your family.
Souvlaki outside Aquila, northeast of Rome.
Alok needs to get a guess in. He has his plonk down. They're pretty close, but
going for Sardinia. No, they're going off it. You've only got a second left.
And it was north.
And it was north.
Well, maybe the Milan guess would have took you somewhere.
Maybe.
But, you know, nothing too crazy. Souvlaki still has 4,500 points.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're going to be... Ooh, this is a fun one.
Yeah.
This is an Eastern Russian road, I presume, here.
Eastern Russian road.
I think this is going to be...
And we know with Russia, it is... What we've said, but I mean, Trevor, you've referred to it as a country that is tough, and it really splits the best of the best from the rest. Could this be where the cream rises to the top? Could Alok do it here? I don't know. It's a huge country.
I'm not sure who has the upper hand here. I'm not sure if it is Eastern Russia. I think this has to be Eastern Russia, but I'm not sure if both players commit or where they do commit.
This is a tough tough no move. Souvlaki's going in, though. Are they going to lock in that guess?
The Chillabinks, I don't dislike. You do get the white car. It looks like we did have a white car there. If you see on Alok's screen.
Yeah.
That's why it should be a white car, I think, unless it's black and I'm tripping. But
a white
you
car?
do get the white car in the Chillabinks.
Oh, yeah, when you see the... I can't really see.
The Google car, I should say.
No, I know. I'm trying to look down and see like the shadow thing, but I can't really... Oh, I see. I don't know with what color that would be. You guys know.
Alok's going more east. So I don't think it is a white car, because if it was, they would have committed both east or near Chillabinsk. But Alok is not thinking this either.
How far away from each other are they?
Pretty far.
Pretty far. Wow.
Like, Russia's pretty big.
Yeah, Russia is huge. This could be it.
This could be it.
This could be the moment everybody at home...
No, they're getting closer, I think.
Oh, they are edging closer.
But I think...
the guess has come in. Souvlaki's gone first. They are far apart.
This could be game one way or the other.
This, it would be...
Alok
suddenly jumps close. 3 seconds left. Alok does it.
That's not going to be enough, though.
It's not going to be enough. Triple that. Oh, my God. 2.7.
See, we did have the stand.
Oh, wow. Now Souvlaki with it all to do. Wow, if Alok had gone further, he would have lost a lot of points there.
And that's where, in hindsight, you look at it, you're like, wow, there was a lot of sand. The Surgut sand is probably what we saw there. But wow, and this right here is not going to be around.
So somewhere in the Middle East?
Yeah, this will be the UAE here.
UAE.
Let's just start the game.
3.5x. Everybody, I cannot impress on you enough at home. Of course, it can be anyone's game on any game, but like at this point where it's 2.6k versus 1.8k, one of the players is one game win away from winning the match. Everything's on the line, and Souvlaki has moved first, going to the north of Dubai, and Alok's looking more to the southeast.
This will be maximum 30 points damage to
3.5x. Yeah.
That's okay. You know, that's small rounds. It's building that multi up.
112 though. That is. I'm taking that when my opponent's got 1.8k.
Yeah. You know, it's a good little boost. And
at this point, those points we were talking about before at the start of the match, they're adding up.
They're adding up.
They're adding up. That 400 points that was scored at the start, it's adding up.
Exactly. And especially in a round like this in Spain, where you could easily guess the country or the region wrong, both players will know this is Spain pretty easily. But getting that region guess could be something they have trouble with.
Round 10, quadruple damage. Everybody at home in the chat, I want you to be spamming the name of the player that you want to win. It's time to bring the hype.
Serbia or Netherlands.
We are either heading out of the match with Alok winning, or we're heading to NMPZ. Two situations to celebrate. Souvlaki moves first, really trying to change the pace here. Alok has to react.
Alok's getting in. He's just going to Madrid. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, with how different they are. Unless 1% is really good guess. Let's see. Alok has a pretty good guess. It's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be with quadruple damage?
It might be. No, it's not.
Oh, 1060. Souvlaki on 701 now. We're really seeing Souvlaki's back pressed against the wall.
700 points to his name. He gets a 0. He's eliminated. Alok advances to the World Cup in Stockholm.
Oh my God. But the question is now, can Alok feel that pressure too? Alok's thinking, or Alok could be thinking, I'm one click away from securing my dream and make it to that final. Does that mean that he overthinks and Souvlaki can sneak back in?
Only one way to find out.
Let's do it.
Round 11.
Round 11, 4.5x.
And this is going to be in the US, where we do see a larger geographic sphere.
Toots Creek Antique Mall.
They might take their time here. I assume they take their time here. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much on the line here.
There's so much. I mean,
for both
one
players.
way or the other, Souvlaki could get one good guess here, and Alok is eliminated, and we're going to the final, in the PZ round. I'm trying to see if there is not very much information here that is very valuable. There is a sign that does say Clarksville.
Yeah, Souvlaki the first to move to the map, starting to look around, but quite generally, we're quite zoomed out here. But do you think he's had some sort of some information that he's trying to line up? He's sort of staying around a similar area. He's going north of Atlanta now.
Yeah, I think it's more of this is probably more of a general vibe guess based off of your experience in the US.
Oh, wow. Yeah, now he's like really straying north.
We do have a 434 area code, and we have a Bojangles half a mile ahead on the right. I think of Bojangles, I do think of the south, but that could be...
Bojangles is like a restaurant chain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like Southern hospitality to me. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but...
Bojangles. What a name. What a name.
It is a great name. Anyways.
Both players, though.
Taking their time. Like I said, I feel like we might see a longer round here.
But don't forget, in the first game between these two, that game took a long time. So they are taking, you know, more time now compared to like the previous game or like the previous rounds. But it's still like some of those rounds that we saw in the first game were extremely long. And it's definitely we've not seen that since that first game.
And you know, that could be a part of, you know, just they're getting tired.
They could be. You can't forget this, guys. You know, this is like the highest stakes that either of these players have ever played in, and like the meta is going to be shifting game to game, round to round. And right now, we're seeing things slow down considerably from the most recent rounds.
I cannot believe someone GeoGuessed us. That's wild.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to like spoil the party, but they just Googled Black Molly Entertainment and then
now you're telling people to come here even more.
Well, but, I mean,
they just Google the address at 32496 9th Street.
Don't try and accuse me of what's the word for this? What's it? Doc. I'm not a. The tweets are out already, guys. Like, you know. And,
okay. Oh, wow. We have an interesting guess here by Alok going kind of in Illinois here.
But it's not locked in.
It's not locked in, but he looks pretty confident. I don't know. I mean, he could be right.
Outside the Chicago area, in the state of Illinois.
I'm not sure where. I can't see the reading names where Souvlaki zoomed in right now, but he's scanning for something. Maybe they're looking for Clarksville. Maybe that's the only sign here that I could see that would give them a Did he find something? He looked pretty confident in that.
Souvlaki
and he's in Tennessee.
took their time in Nashville, Tennessee.
I think I like that guess more.
Is it going to be sweet music to his ears, or is this going to be Southern demise?
Oh my God!
And they're both.
Will that be enough?
Both relatively close. 4.5.
Oh my God!
It's not enough. But
800 to
score.
700.
Oh wow!
And it comes down to this, and we're.
Oh wow! This is. I don't think have we seen two players in the red? Us personally?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. This is literally the tightest game yet, with the most on the line, and it's how we're finishing off our night, our qualifier.
And we're back in the U.S.
Back in it. We're not. I mean, we're staying in the U.S.
Yeah.
We never left, baby.
We never left. We're still here. But I do. You know, I'm gonna call a shot.
At this point, it's like the multipliers are almost point. They're not, because of course they found. But if they stay relatively close, it's like.
Wait, are we in the U.S.? Yeah, we should be. I don't know why. The sun looked like it was weird there for a second, but let me just make sure here for a second. This could be a
Souvlaki.
Wait, no, we're not. We're in Argentina.
This is Argentina.
We're in the southern hemisphere, sun of the north southern hemisphere. This has to be Argentina. I thought this was like in Oklahoma. Dude, I wonder if we see someone that doesn't trust the sun here, and they go to the U.S. This looks like a U.S. round. But you have the sun in the north, which means you're going to be the
Souvlaki's moving first, going to Uruguay.
Okay, it could be Uruguay too.
Just going center of Uruguay right now.
I really hope that we see... Okay,
Alok. Oh, that's a big difference.
That's a big difference. One in Argentina, one in Uruguay.
Oh, that's a big difference.
At least they
huge
did go
countries.
US. That's a good... That you do not see these polls in the U.S. That is a... Oh, this is it.
Souvlaki,
this is it. We have a winner in 10 seconds.
We're either going to a Game 5 for the first time, or we are going to know our final contestant heading to the GeoGuessr World Cup.
Oh my God.
And oh wow, Souvlaki!
On the wrong country. He wins on the wrong country.
Taking us to our first Game 5. Our first NMPZ will be taking place. Souvlaki clutches up. It could not end in a better way. 2-2, everybody. We will be playing that fifth and final game. An NMPZ. Everything on the line.
That was wild. Coming down to that.
Oh, man. I really thought... Dude, I didn't think Souvlaki was going to pull it out.
I'm speechless. Odds against him. That was insane. And you know, even winning, it's kind of a joke within the community. Winning on the wrong country like that, it's kind of funny. But you know, it happens. So, yeah, and we're going NMPZ, and I don't know who has the advantage here at all.
NMPZ. It feels like, I mean, it is hours since we saw an NMPZ. So it's like, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it plays out when we're in this portion of the competition.
Yeah.
We're right at the end of the qualifier. You know, both these guys are going to be, you know, checking the streams and Twitters and stuff to see, oh, who's made it, who's not. They're going to be like, oh, it's just us two now.
Yeah. Well,
like, we're on our Game 5. Yeah. Like,
They know it comes down to this.
It literally couldn't be closer. You know, we're lucky that the story's written itself, and that we're closing out the night with a matchup that could not be closer.
Yep. And setting up the next game here. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know who to expect, what to expect, who to root for, who to root. You know, this is just, if we want a good game, we got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm rooting for, a good game. We've had one so far, and I'm sure this 5th and final game will deliver.
And yeah, this is NMPZ.
It's NMPZ, everybody.
Comes down to this.
It's not move, it's not no move. It's a still image. And both players have to do everything they can to get as much information from as little visual candy as possible. The winner of this game will be going through to the World Cup, and the loser would have been so close, but they will be going home. It's Alok versus Souvlaki Zeitgeist, Serbia versus the Netherlands, and it's how we finish our qualifier.
Let's do it.
This one's going to be big, brother. Everyone at home, get hype in the chat now. We're starting off round 1.
Round 1. And what I would presume to be Sweden. They do see road lines here. So, but this is the entire image they do see. As you see on your screen, this is all the information they get. One photo comes down to this. Who can get closer? And he is trying to pan like a little Chico. No.
Maybe Souvlaki's literally forgotten.
Yeah,
maybe Souvlaki thinks like, wait, and then he's going to tune in like, and realize that it's NMPZ.
Maybe I could be calling the Sweden guess wrong. We do have to have 2 Estonia, so.
Alok's going straight into Oh, okay.
And that's...
It was actually Sweden. You were right.
Yeah. So
you would have crushed both these guys.
You know, that's the beauty of NMPZ. Anything can happen.
You would have crushed both of them. They would be like 1.5k in debt.
I would have lost in game 3. It's okay. Let's keep it going, though. Round 2. And this right here is, you know, some people practice different skill sets, have different skill sets. I play NMPZ way more than I play any other game mode in the game. So I do have an advantage on games like this. But yeah, next game here does look like a Finland or something of the sort. It should just be a pretty obvious Finland for both players, though.
Obvious Finland.
I'm hoping that one person doesn't go Canada or something. That would be quite embarrassing.
No.
We do see 2. Okay.
We do see Finland's coming in. Finland in the chat.
Yep.
Both relatively close.
Yep. No points here. And this is where we're at. Every single round we go is 1 round closer.
1 round closer.
Here we go. Let's see what we got going forward. It looks like we're going to be back in presumably Canada, maybe BC or something like that. Let's see.
It's so funny because of how this match has been and how intensely it's played out. Like, I want to be like, the winner of this is the champion of the qualifier, but of course not the case. Just one of our 4 contestants moving through to the World Cup.
If this is ever Alaska or something. That's what I'm looking at right now. I wonder what the odds are. Do you have enough?
There is
Alok is agreeing with me on Alaska.
Alok.
I like the Alaska. I actually really like Alaska here.
Souvlaki.
And I think we might see 2 Alaska. No, we don't.
Oh no, Souvlaki.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I think Alok's right.
North of the US.
I think it has to be Alaska, and he commits Alaska. This could be massive points here if he commits to Ontario or Michigan.
Oh wow.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I do like that. Alaska gets here a lot.
It would have to be.
It is Alaska.
Oh my god! Right on top.
Oh my god!
It's almost a killing blow.
Alok's hitting the gritty.
There was no multi there, and Alok has chopped away so much of Souvlaki's HP. 1.8k remaining.
This is getting...
That is a huge... Alok is going to feel so good. Souvlaki is going to feel like they are on the grill.
NMPZ, round 3, round 4.
Round 4? Could this end before multis?
That would be wild. And you know what? What is this?
Are you stuck?
I mean, this looks like a US.
And you're getting to move as well on your screen.
I'm moving right now because I'm like, this looks like a US, but I don't...
The landscaping sort of looks US.
I'm making sure it's not Canada.
Telephone poles could be...
Yeah, I don't think it's ever Canada. You know, I think we're like... I mean, we have just for those...
Souvlaki sort of hovering around the east of the US, so's Alok, but I guess it looked like they were in different states.
I mean, Alok pulled off the Alaska guess. Yeah, I do like Souvlaki not going Canada here. I don't see this being Canada.
It's funny because they're both in relatively similar positions right now, like where they've clicked the map.
Souvlaki's in.
Souvlaki, yeah.
Alok, they're very close. Oh,
they
close to
they are quite close to each other, like within a state. No multi.
Oh, no multi, but that's still massive points.
It's still...
That's
oh my
massive.
god, yeah, it's huge points.
1,200.
1,200 as we head into the multis. That will be the last one without any multiplication.
Yep, round 5 here.
Round 5 now, 1.5x.
And this is going to be South Africa. Both players will know that this is South Africa. The region, guys, we do have a bunch of mountains to our north here.
Lucky
they
for
will.
Alok.
They will.
Alok was able to afford... Like, I mean, if that was Souvlaki losing those points, that he would literally be just an inch away from going out.
Yeah, and I'm assuming we see two similar guesses here in southern, like kind of east of Cape. With this mountain range we have north, and we do see both making that guess real quick. But, you know, we might...
but there's still these distances of... Oh, sort of edging closer now.
And 1.5x damage, and anything to Souvlaki hurts.
Yeah.
You know, death by spoon, you know?
Death by spoon. I like that, death by spoon.
Alok looking for mountains north where it lines up on one of these north-south roads. Will he find it? Will they make a guess? Who will make the guess first? Round 5, 1.5x damage.
1.5x, round 5.
You know, this is coming down to NMPZ. That's quite serendipitous.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. It's serendipity playing out. If Alok does a good job here, just enough distance from where Souvlaki picks, it could
found an intersection.
be all over. Souvlaki's just staring at he's been staring at the image for a while now.
Bro's hasn't...
Just locked in.
He's just like...
What do you... Like... I feel like this is unusual for NMPZ.
If we had a webcam, we would definitely see him like 2 pixels away from his monitor.
Legit?
Yeah, you definitely get close to your monitor and see if you can see anything that you can't see.
This is tough. Alok's really going in.
He's scanning, you know.
Alok's really going in. Alok thinks they found the road, maybe.
I mean, he's trying to find something that lines up. You know, the odds of him actually doing that are very slim.
Making a move.
Souvlaki has...
Alok locked it in.
Guessed.
This could be it. Oh, Souvlaki's closer. 1.5x damage.
Not going to be that much.
It's not too much. But still, it keeps Souvlaki alive. Alok, once again, can afford that damage.
Yep. In this next round, we do have visible bollards here in round 5. 1.5x damage.
Bollards. Everyone goes wild. I've heard that in GeoGuessr, everyone goes wild over bollards. Let's get some bollard hype in the chat.
Yeah, this should be crow. And we do have water northish. I'm not sure if they pick that. They pick somewhere on the coast here. Obviously not anywhere inland Croatia.
They're both very close together.
Yeah.
With how
I don't think you'll see very many points here in crow.
Unless there's a sudden change of heart from one of them. But no, they're almost in exactly the same. Yeah, they're both going almost exactly the same.
It's a safe guess. It's a safe guess. I think only 32 points. But I will say going into round 7 here, I think we might see. This might be a lot.
Could this be a big one?
This could be a big one. Round 6, 2x damage. I'm not going to spoil anything. Let's keep going.
Damage. Let's get round 7
so this will be
underway.
This will be Hong Kong.
This is Hong Kong.
It should be Hong Kong unless I'm tripping. But I don't know if both players will pick up on Hong Kong.
I've been to Hong Kong, but I've only been in the very center of the city. I would never imagine that this is Hong Kong.
Yeah, it looks like a little slightly different. Unless it should be Hong Kong. I'm assuming
like a small suburb type thing.
Assuming both players.
Both players just staring right now.
The thing about a round like this is it takes one blunder and you're out.
Eyes glued to the screen, but Alok moves first.
And he's going into Hong Kong. The question is, does Souvlaki also pick up on the Hong Kong here? I mean, we do have plates. We have everything here. I do see both of them getting it, but it's one of those that you could easily blunder. You know. You could think this is,
want to sort of like...
You could go Taiwan. You could go Japan, maybe. It's countries. Alok's in.
Alok just locked it in on Hong Kong. Wait, I went to Taiwan, but I came back to Hong Kong.
He baited us.
Okay, nice. Oh my god.
That was.
Do you think that was intentional bait?
That's for the content.
No, for real.
No shot. No. I think he just couldn't find it on the map.
Oh, look at this. It's just snow.
Round 7, 2.5x.
Snowy valley.
This is the type of round that you don't want to see if you're Alok or Souvlaki, but that's what we like to see because that's good content. Round 8, 3x.
Can you tell what this country is like off the rip?
You know what? I think this is new Turkey coverage, new Gen 4 Turkey with this. And Alok immediately. Does Alok know the road?
On Turkey.
Does Alok know the road? He zoomed in so confidently, so quickly.
It's an AZ.
The thing is,
it's an AZ.
Does he know the road?
Does Alok know the road?
He's going to New Zealand. No, it's not New Zealand. It's not the road New Zealand.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone
at home.
He knew the road. Alok knew the road. Souvlaki going in the completely wrong direction.
Oh
and
my
you know
God.
what? Rainbolt called it. He saw it coming, and Alok will be our final competitor heading to the GeoGuessr World Cup October the 13th, 14th.
There is a road in New Zealand that has snow coverage exactly like this in Souvlaki's.
No way.
And that, I know exactly what he's talking about, but wow, Alok knew the road. That's why you study your snow coverage. Wow.
That
What a way
was
to
so
end.
intense.
You can't ask for a better ending.
No, you can't. We went down. We went all the way down to the very final game. NMPZ in a best of 5.
Wow, I got chills.
Whew.
Wow.